My name is Elizabeth Gschwend, and today we're going to talk about my favorite piece of art displayed in Crystal Bridges called Landscape by Mark Tansey. Mark Tansey was born in 1949. He attended art school at Hunter College of the Arts in New York City. His artistic form relies heavily on figurative images based from his academic and art history knowledge. During his education, modern art was transitioning away from realism and representational art and toward minimalism. Tansey battled that shift with his own artworks. He infused his paintings with images and purpose. He is a postmodern artist. Tansey also has a unique approach to the color wheel. Instead of using color, he uses words. Created original to himself, this wheel is one of a kind. He crafted a wooden wheel with 3 inner circles inscribed with words, concepts, and phrases. This wheel can create 5,832,000 unique word combinations. This approach allows his artwork to represent an unusual and contradictory subject matter, as the words do not have a symbiotic relationship. Tansey's visual art process is identifiable when looking at any of his pieces. His image compositions are perhaps one of the more interesting artistic processes I've ever encountered. Tansey selects a multitude of images from a selection that he has built up over the last decade. He begins to arrange these selected images around or on each other like a collage. He then copies them numerous times to adjust and manipulate the density and contrast of the images. Once finished, this collage-type image serves as the sketch of his beginning work. One of Tansey's most famous works is The Landscape. Painted in 1994 with oil on canvas, Landscape is deceiving based on its title. Hues and combinations of red are applied to create deep, dark reds in contrast to shaded whites. All works by this artist are monochromatic. This piece of art uses the color red. The single color of red is applied over a thin layer of gesso, which is the white substance often seen covering a canvas board. Tansey's complex visions are achieved by the removal of paint rather than the application. So, the white or lighter portions of this painting is not white paint, but the absence of paint that was once visible. Because of this unique approach, Tansey must work one small part of the piece rather than the whole, achieving much detail in every section. A walk-by glance, one might see a mountain with rolling dust and clouds growing behind, but after closer examination, distinct images begin to appear. The mountain is not a landscape, but broken images of some of the world's greatest masterpieces. The figures resemble famous men and monuments. Seen most visibly are the Sphinx, Stalin, and Julius Caesar. Slightly covered and hidden, Constantine, George Washington, Hitler, Lenin, Augustus, and Einstein can be seen lying in great defeat along with assorted pharaohs and Mayan kings. They have been placed together in this discarded heap in a barren landscape. Another factor in the landscape is that all the chosen leaders of the world pictured are male. This is the opposite of the art approach feminism, but has the same idea. The making of art and its reception by viewers is influenced by gender. Tansey, a male artist, creates a stunning image of the most famous, well-known historic males to paint a point. Tansey is depicting the fall of males. All the famous men who have shaped the world from ancient Egypt to the American Einstein have or will fall from the halls of museums and schools. The only way to remember lies in the hand of the next generation of men and women. Who will carry the legacy on? Art is ambiguous and subjective. It is left up to the eye of the beholder. Tansey's landscape is beautifully ironic. The use of triangular shape represents strength, which is made up of crumbled ruins of former leaders showing weakness. This piece of art makes me feel like legacies, no matter how famous or well-known, will not be honored through artifacts alone. Nature will destroy all.